A lot of people see a different message when they look at my art, and that's perfectly fine. I think that's great because it means that people have different experiences and they're seeing different struggles that they have gone through in the art. My name is Briana Adkihusuma, and I'm a commercial and fine art photographer, and I'm from Norfolk, Virginia. So I have been photographing for a really long time. I started with a little point and shoot camera that I begged my parents to buy me for Christmas one year. And eventually I moved up with cameras and just started photographing my family. Started out with that, photographing friends. And that's kind of how I got into it in the first place.
And then go ahead and bring that hand up to your... This one?
Yeah. So I started my photography business, Images by Bri, in 2018, and I started photographing a lot of weddings and couples, engagements, families. But kind of where my passion lies is my self-portraiture. That's something that I've always done since I was a really bad photographer to now. A lot of the ideas from my self-portraiture are inspired by like Greek mythology and paintings, but it's women's issues in particular that really inspire my current self-portraiture work. I try to cover a broad spectrum of women's issues. It goes anywhere from stereotypes about women to the way women are viewed, to the roles, the traditional roles that people expect women to take, as well as their relationship with men. So this one was looking at abusive relationships in a less direct way. You have this woman in this chair who's being dragged to the ocean by this man. And I thought it was really symbolic because, you have the waves coming in, it's, almost dusk. So I try with a lot of my art to have more subtle imagery, but I decided, some of my photos should be really kind of in your face. And this photo is one of those that makes you feel really uncomfortable. He has her by the hair, he is obviously holding her head down to his body. So I really wanted to make people feel uncomfortable with this photo because unfortunately, there are a lot of people who are in abusive relationships and they're forced to do things against their will.
So would you say that these images came from personal experience?
How much do you want me to go into this? I've been harassed, I have been, called names, I have had people touch me in ways that I don't want them to, I have been physically assaulted before. When I was physically assaulted, I was only 16 years old. It was by someone that I knew, someone that I trusted, and he forced himself on me. It didn't fortunately go as far as rape, so I'm hoping that through this work I'm able to shed a light on that and help women connect in those ways, in those stereotypes, and in those feelings of just being judged or just used.
Maybe with like your backhand, just, yeah. Exactly.
I would love to collaborate with other artists or women who have a story to tell, have an experience to share. That includes any women who might be at women's shelters, running from abuse. There are a lot of things that people can do to help victims of abuse or, help personal friends through abusive relationships or even help themselves kind of break through some of those stereotypes that we face. And this art can kind of give a way for women to connect to each other and be able to shed more light on these issues that they're going through and advocate for those women who, feel like they don't have a voice.